Good day, everybody. We are live. Welcome to the Wholesale Real Estate Investing Show number 269 by SAHA here on this Wisdom Wednesday, June 24th, 2016. Going to have a very interesting show for you today, I hope. I hope you get some good stuff out of this. There was one thing I wanted to have, but darn, not seeing it. No problem. We'll just do what we usually do and just talk about it, okay? So, wholesale real estate investing, that's what we do. SAHA, that's who we are. Phoenix, Arizona, that's where we're based. We're working right here, right now. We're building a system here that helps others to learn how to do what we do as well. If you're interested in something like that, hit me up at propertynoodlers@gmail.com. You don't have to be here in Phoenix. If you are, great. You could potentially be have interest in find a place on our team. But if you're in other cities, if you're somewhere else in the country watching this right now, hit me up. We are looking to expand our business into your town, and we're going to need people, because real estate is all about relationships, and you can't have relationships if there aren't no people. So we're going to need people in your town to run and work and learn and do this business when we come there. So hit me up. Maybe you're the right person to fit into the system and learn how to make money flipping wholesale real estate property deals. That's what it's all about. So what is a wholesale property deal? What is this wholesaling 1, 2, 3 we always hear about? We're coming to your town, join our team, and learn our 3 simple steps, right? 1, 2, 3, that's all you have to do. Find them, lock them up, make money, right? I mean, what is that? What does that look like? How can it, is it really 3 simple steps? That's all I got to do? Find them, they're like everywhere, and I just like wander around and go, oh, look, there's one. Let me lock it up. How do I lock it up? Put it in my pocket. There we go. I got that one. All right. And then make money with it. How do I make the money with it? Boom. All right, done. Hey, money, money, money. Boy, that's easy, right? Let me find another one. Well, like I didn't put on the title of this show, I was going to say, what about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 17? Wait, what about 15 and 16? Hopefully you can outsource 15 and 16. I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying, there's a whole lot more steps than just find them, flip them, and fund them, or whatever, whatever their 3, special key hot link, come join our team promotion is telling you. There's a whole lot more to it than that. Finding them in the first place, right? How do you find them? Like I said, do you just wander the streets and there they are? They pop up. They got little signs in front of them saying, "I'm lost. Buy me, sell me, flip me, make money from me." No, they're not. There are some. There are some that are out there that are just so blatantly vacant that hey, if you can work that deal, yeah, it's sitting there screaming, going, "Hey, I'm right here. Make me some money. Make some money from me." But it's not. I mean, just because you see the property sitting there, you found it sitting there, and you got an address for it, does that mean you're going to be able to make money with it? Not necessarily. There's a number of steps in between that you're going to have to, master, become good at least, outsource, have somebody do for you, whatever the case might be. There's a whole lot of steps in there that are going to have to get done in order for you to get to, step number 2, lock it up or fund it, or, I don't know, flip it, whatever the case might be. For me, I would say step 1, yes, step 1 would be to find them. Well, actually, step 1 would be to figure out what they are. All right? Figure out because there's a number of different things that you could potentially find. So step one really is figure out what you want to find. Figure out exactly what you want to find, because you can find a whole lot of stuff and you may not be able to do anything with it. So step one, realistically, is to understand what is available. Before you even figure out what you want to find, you want to figure out what's available. I'm shooting from the hip here, and you know what? So once you figure out what's available, right, then you want to figure out, you know, what can I do? Because also, too, there's a number of different things that you can do. So you want to figure out what I can do, all right? What's available? What can I do? What are my capabilities going to be? And then where's the match? So what are my capabilities? What is available? And where's the match? All right. So here's all of this stuff that's available. Here's all of these capabilities over here, right? And as you're looking at that stuff, sure, this capability matches with this possibility, and this possibility matches with that capability. But if you stopped and lined them all up, you can't just say, you know what, this capability matches all these possibilities, and this capability matches all these possibilities, and this possibility matches all these capabilities. It doesn't work that way. There's different possibilities that match specific capabilities and vice versa. So you need to understand what your capabilities are and what's available. And then if you figure out what the match is, you say, okay, I have this capability which actually matches these three possibilities. So great, I've got three possibilities over here. So now you kind of have an idea of what it is that you want to find. You don't want to just say, hey, look at all these possibilities. Let me go start finding some. Because what's going to happen is you're going to find this possibility that doesn't match your capability. And you're going to go, oh, nothing. You're going to find this possibility that doesn't match your capability, and nothing. And you're going to find this possibility, and you're going to probably find 9 out of 10 possibilities that don't match your capability, and nothing. Maybe 1 in 10 matches your capabilities, and you can actually maybe do something. Okay, so now how do you find them? Okay, so now I know what I'm looking for. I know what I can do, so I know what matches what I can do, so I know what I'm looking for. Now, how do you find them, right? You don't just go out there now, because now you understand and realize that, you know, what I find might not be something that equals that possibility. So now you got to learn how to specifically find what matches your possibility. And this is where trouble begins for a lot of people, because even within these 3 possibilities that match this capability, there's still a whole lot of possibilities in each one of these matching categories where you're going to find situations that don't match your capability. So even though you've narrowed it down to 3 specific areas where there's going to be possibilities that match your capability, there's still within those 3 areas more possibilities that are not going to match your capability, that you're still not going to be able to do anything with. So you're still going to be finding a lot of things that aren't going to work for you. I hope all this is making sense. Now, obviously, some of you guys are more advanced. You've got more capabilities. You can handle more scenarios, more situations to create something that's going to actually, be workable for these potential sellers. But when you're starting out and you're learning what wholesale real estate is, and the only thing you know is that I need to get properties at 60 cents on the dollar minus repairs, and then that should and then 60 cents on the dollar minus repairs minus something additional for me, and I'm going to be able to, find plenty of people that'll buy that property. You need to know where and how to find those deals, because otherwise what happens is, well, you spend a lot of money on marketing, and this is where number one problem occurs. This is where first major hurdle appears. This is where first unsuspected expense comes into play. This is where first, oh my God, nobody told me about that, pops up. This is where, well, shoot, I'm not a marketer. What am I supposed to know about any of this? How do I do any of this? This is where, what do I got to pay somebody to do this for me because I don't know how to do it? There's another expense that I don't have money for. This is where all these different, a whole nother set, this is where these punches in the face start knocking you down in what you want to try to do in this business. So that's the first part. That's the first big hurdle that pops up in people's way that, well, that's it. I'm done here. This crap doesn't work, that creates the naysayers and all of that. And we haven't even gotten to step 1 yet. Find them. We haven't found Jack yet. Okay. Yeah. 3 simple steps is a lot more than what you think. That's the point I'm trying to make here, okay? That's, like I said, I haven't even got you to step 1 yet, and I've already shown you a number of factors that haven't been presented to you. If they have, they were just, probably just glossed over. Oh yeah, you just got to do that. Boom, you're done. And you just got to do that, and you're finding all these deals. Doesn't work that way. Like I say, there's a lot of randomness in wholesale real estate. Okay, everybody talks about targeting your market, targeted marketing, all of those things. It's random, or it's random targeting. It's random targeting. Targeted randomness. Targeted randomness. There you go. That's what it's targeted randomness. Okay, you can narrow it down from this big to this big, but you still got a whole bunch of crap that ain't hitting the bullseye. Does that make sense? That's where the wholesale real estate becomes something other than what it was presented in my simple 1, 2, 3 method. My 3 easy steps. All you got to do is blah blah blah. Randomness is what eats up the blah blah. The simpleness. You've got to eliminate the randomness. You got to figure out how to eliminate the randomness in this business if you want to be successful. I mean, you can scale. You can work through randomness by scaling if you have the wherewithal to take, half of your, if you get lucky enough to get and do a deal in the first place, and you have the wherewithal to take half of the profits and only live on half the profits and drop the other half right back into your marketing to expand your random circle to attract, potentially more deals. And as you get the next deal, boom, same thing. And hopefully you can get those deals, you know, rapid fire enough, back to back, close enough that you can actually ramp those numbers up over time. Because you might find that you get a deal, and even though you dump half your profits back into your marketing, another deal doesn't come along until all those profits are gone, you know? And is that next deal guaranteed to bring you a higher profit than the last deal did? No. That next deal might bring you an equal profit or even a lesser profit. So now you're going to dump half back in, and maybe you've made no advances, or maybe you've lost traction. You've lost some ground here because, you know, half the profit off this deal was less than half the profit off this deal. So what you're putting back in is less, so you don't have as much going out, and now you're on a downhill slide instead of an uphill run. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. I understand. I was there. I was one of those people. Most people get into or want to get into wholesale real estate because of the glamour, the glory, the ease, the low cost, the no cost. I can do this. I can flip houses with no money. All of those sales pitches that get you enticed into this until you start getting into it and realizing that there's a whole lot more to it. There are costs involved. There is time involved. It isn't just 1, 2, 3, you know, find and flip and fund them and get a deal. You know, there's a lot, you know, it isn't, you know, yeah, you might only put 10 hours in towards and into a complete deal. That's just that one deal. Do you think you can actually send out one marketing piece, get one phone call, get one deal, get one contract, find one buyer, sell one deal, and get one fat payday, and then move on to the next one? It's not the way it works. It's randomness. It's fishing in the ocean without depth finders and without fish finders and without, you know, it's like going out on a rowboat into the middle of the ocean with a bamboo pole and a rod and a reel and a hook and a worm. You don't know what the heck you're going to get. You have no clue, okay? You throw it over and you hope for the best. Then when something bites and you get it to the boat, you're praying to God that it's going to be something you can take home and eat. And it might not be. It might be a barracuda, and you might be like, oh, man, I can't eat that. And there's a lot of barracuda in the ocean, you know? I'm just saying that wholesaling 1, 2, 3 is more like wholesaling 1, 2, 3 to the third power. There's a lot more in there. And like I was getting at, I understand where you guys are coming from. It's a way out. You want something better for your life. I applaud you for that. I stand up and give you a standing ovation for that, for having the desire and the drive to at least get out there and try and do something. And I do say try. I don't use the word try in my life, okay? I don't ever try to do anything, because anything that you try to do, you're not going to do. Period. Bottom line. You either do it or you don't do it. That's all there is to it. And anytime you look forward in the future, from here this day forward, catch yourself. Anytime you tell somebody you'll try to be there, or you'll try to do that, or you'll try whatever, or anytime somebody tells you they'll try to make it, or they'll try whatever, and watch how many times it doesn't happen. All right? You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. You're either going to sustain your desire to have a new and better life, or you're going to give up on it. You're either going to drive forward and take the knockdowns and take the blows and take the punches and get back up every time and get kicked in the teeth and get back up every time, or eventually you're just going to lay down and take it. When you get into wholesaling, I'm telling you guys straight up right now, expect the worst, okay? Expect that you're not going to go out there and get a deal by sending 10 letters in the mail, or 20 or 100. Expect that you're going to have to do a whole lot more than what you were told. Expect that it's not going to be easy. Expect that you're going to find those deals that don't match your capabilities over and over and over again. And expect that when you get that deal that does match your capabilities, that you're probably going to blow it because it's your first one, okay? Don't beat yourself up over that. I mean, okay, yeah. Damn, you blew it. Oh, you moron. Okay, what'd you do wrong? How'd you blow it? Figure it out. Improve. Get better, right? Don't give up. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're going to be in this business 10 years down the road, and you're going to blow it, okay? When you're new, you're going to blow it. 10 years down the road, you're going to blow it a whole lot less. And when you're new, you're going to blow it a whole lot more. That's the process, right? We learn by failing. You don't fail if you succeed. You don't learn jack. Well, you you do learn something, but you learn a whole lot more when you fail and you analyze your failure. Figure out what caused you to fail. Why'd you fail? What'd you do wrong? You know, and don't blame it on anybody else. Don't complain about it. Don't try to justify the fact that you failed because of this, that, or the other thing or person or whoever or whatever. Take full responsibility. The failure is yours. You failed. That's all there is to it. You know, figure out why and how it happened, and figure out what you can do and how you can prevent it from happening again. Move on. That's all there is to it. It's not easy. It's not something that you're accustomed to doing. It's not something you were ever taught or trained or learned to do. It's unique. It's a unique skill and talent that you don't possess at this time. It's one that you need to understand and learn and grow. And I would highly suggest, if you want to get into wholesale real estate, that you first get into some personal development. I'm serious. The reason why we say wholesale real estate is not for everyone, because it takes a certain type of person and personality to be able to be successful in this business. And most people are not that, period. I'm not singling you out at all. Most people are not that. We weren't ever brought up that way. We weren't trained that way. We weren't exposed to those kinds of things. We weren't educated that way in school. We weren't, there was nobody in our lives that were like that. How would we know how to be that if we've never been exposed to it or taught it or anything like that? We don't. And that's most people in the world today. So I'm just telling you, there's a very good chance you fall into that crowd. Now, if you're above that a little bit, and you are, hey, great, congratulations, kudos to you. You can make it a whole lot easier than most people. And you probably already know about the drive and consistency and all the stuff that I've been talking about here today. And yeah, get out there and do it. Just stay persistent. I'm going to give you that tip. But for the rest of you, I know you want it. You want it badly. But do you want it badly enough? That's the thing. Badly enough. What are you willing to give up for it? That's the ticket. That's what it really comes down to. Well, life is hard. Shit's going to happen. Everything's going on, and oh my gosh, you know what? I got this study class at 6:30 tonight. I got this study class at 7:30 tonight. It's an hour long, and gosh darn it, my favorite show's on tonight. I don't want to miss it. So-and-so is going to be doing blah, blah. I don't want to miss that. Can't afford to buy a TiVo, so I can't record it and see it later. So I either have to miss that show and do my study group, or I have to pass on my studies and see my show. You willing to give that up? Right? Hey, Steve invited me to a barbecue Saturday. Oh man, it's going to be great. Beer and food and friends and fun. But I want a better life because I can't afford to bring my own beer to Steve's barbecue. Right? You willing to give that up? You're going to have to give up some things. I'm telling you. If you really want it, there's things that you're going to have to give up. You're going to have to say no to people. You're going to have to say, you know what? Hey, sorry, I can't make it. I got something else scheduled. Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate it. I know it sounds like it's going to be great. I'm going to miss out. Yep, that sucks, but I really have to take care of it. It's something I have to do. So, thanks again. Those aren't easy things to do. That's where the whole, something like that is out there. That's where somebody will say, oh, wow, that sounds great. I'll try to make it on Saturday. Okay, thanks. It's an easy way out. I'll try to make it. You ain't coming. Well, you might actually, because, this work thing over here, this study of changing your life into something new might be too much. And you might just say, you know what, screw all this stuff. I'm going to go to the barbecue and drink beer. You might. But if you're serious about all that, you're using the easy way out by, oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, I'll try to make that. That sounds awesome. Thank you. Come on. Start with that. That's what I'm talking about. This is where you have to change certain things if you want to be successful is, you know what? Stand up. Be a man or a woman, whatever you are. Be who you are. And don't let anything stand in your way and be straight up with people. Hey, you know what, Joe, man, I really appreciate the invitation, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it. Don't give him that I'll try crap. He knows when you say I'll try, there's a 98% chance you're not going to, 99.8% chance that you're not going to show up. Don't feed anybody BS. You feed BS, you get BS back, right? Stand up. Be who you are. Do what you want to do. Be intentional. Make it happen. So the only thing that I have to finish up with today, obviously, I didn't even get into 2 and 3. I didn't get into, okay, I finally got somebody that I didn't stumble over the conversation. Now what do I got to do to get to actually getting a contract? Doing all the comping and yada, yada, yada. There's just so much more in here. So much more than 1, 2, 3, guys. Don't fall for that BS. 1, 2, 3 is a tasty piece of bait. Easy, fast. That's what it tastes like. Ooh, it tastes like it's easy and it tastes like it's fast. And I can get lots of money. 1, 2, 3. Watch out for it. All right. Well, 1, 2, 3, that's the end of our show. All right. And I'm going to end it as we always do with the Napoleon Hill prayer that says, "Oh, universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire." And you know what? I just want to throw one last thing in here. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what the, crazy disease excuse that you use in your life. If you want it and you put it up here and you keep it up there, you can have it. Plain and simple, no questions asked. That's all there is to it. All right? And for you older folks, just so you understand, pretty much 50, what? 2? Yeah, 52 when I started. All right? There you go. If I can start it at 52, and I'm talking about the personal development side, all right? The stuff that makes the difference. Started at 52 from a lifetime of nothing. I'm going to tell you right now, it's harder, it's going to take longer, but it's not impossible. Anyone can do it. Anyone. Anyone. And that means you. All right, everybody, make it a great Wisdom Wednesday. We will see you back here on Freedom Friday. Oh, you know what? I'm traveling on Friday. And there's a possibility, because when I travel, I forget stuff. And there is something that I have lined up for Friday morning. there's a possibility we may not have a show Friday. So I'm giving you a heads up this time. At least I'm thinking ahead for a change and not just not being here on Friday. So come take a look, you know, give me a couple minutes. Maybe I'm late. But if, you know, if this show ain't running by 2, 3, 4, 5 after 8:30, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, I ain't coming. We ain't going to be there. All right. So I appreciate your following. I appreciate you being there. I appreciate you, coming in and checking it out. But I'm giving you a heads up. We may not be there Friday. I'm going to try. No, I did not say that. I am going to put it on my calendar, but I'm going to see what else comes up because there is something of great importance that may come into play. And it will have to take precedent. But I won't know until Friday morning, pretty much. That's what it comes down to, guys. So I didn't say what I said a second ago. That's not what I'm going to do. But so we'll just have to see. But it's like I say, if you come here, you know, give it 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. If we're not live, go on and enjoy your day, and we'll see you back on New Up Day. All right. Have a great day.